Alright guys, so you want to get into BMX and you just don't know what kind of bike you should buy. Well, today I'll give you some advice, some tips as to what you should look for, what you should avoid. That way you can make a good informed decision when you buy your first bike. Let me also preface this video by saying that I'm going to be sharing my experiences with certain brands. Now that might not reflect somebody else's experiences, but from my point of view, this is how I see things and the things that I've experienced with different bike parts from different manufacturers. Your first bike doesn't need to be super expensive and super insane. You know, I would say definitely buy it off of an online retailer like Dan's Comp or Albi's. If you have a local bike shop that sells good BMX bikes, then yeah, obviously go support that bike shop. But chances are you probably don't have one because BMX sucks and there's just not a lot of retailers. Now, what do you want to look for in your first bike? The main thing, the big main thing that I tell everybody is you want it to have sealed bearings. Now, the difference between sealed bearings and unsealed bearings is if you have sealed bearings, they will last so much longer. If you have an unsealed bottom bracket like I did on my first bike, then it's going to go bad in a couple of weeks, especially if you get caught in the rain. You ride dirt, all that dirt and sand and mud, rain, water, whatever it is, all that stuff can just get into your bearings, and the second it does, done. You need sealed bearings. The second thing is double-walled wheels. Now what this means is a lot of super low-end wheels and bikes have something called single-walled rims, and that means that there's only one layer of metal going around the inside of the rim. That's not what you want. What you want is a double or even a triple if you can find them, but they're not that common. Most BMX bikes, and specifically most aftermarket wheels, they almost all have double walls. So sealed bearings, bottom bracket, headset, hubs, drivers, and double-walled wheels, double-wall rims. The third thing that you need to look out for is parts made of high tensile steel. Now, high tensile steel is typically one step lower than chromoly, which is the metal that most high-end bike parts are made out of because it's strong and light. Now, steel, specifically high tensile steel, is what they make a lot of the low-end bikes out of. Your first bike is probably going to have a frame that's made out of high tensile steel. Now, sometimes what companies will do is they'll kind of combine the two metals. They'll say that the steer tube and the top tube and the down tube are all made out of chromoly, but the back end of the frame is made out of high tensile steel. I would typically avoid frames that are mixed like that. My first frame was high tensile steel and it held up okay for a couple of months, but then it cracked. But on the same note, I've also snapped 4 chromoly frames and a bunch of chromoly forks and bars. Bike parts are going to break. You can't avoid it. You know, you don't need to break the bank and go buy a We the People Envy or some top of the line BMX Complete from one of the name brands. You don't have to do that, because whatever bike you end up buying, you're going to end up buying new parts, replacing it, making it your own bike, because you want to change the setup. You want it to be how you like it. So I guess what I'm trying to say out of all this is if you buy a Complete, when you buy a Complete, don't break the bank. I'd say don't go above $400, but don't go below $300. There's a lot of nice low-end Completes within that price range, with sealed bearings, double wall rims, and high tensile steel parts, or chromoly if you can find them. Let's talk about brands. Brands that I've had a bad experience with. United. Don't ever buy United part. Colt, Premium, and Fly, and Fit. A lot of my friends and a lot of people I know have snapped, cracked, or just destroyed parts, frames, forks, bars, stems, wheels, whatever it is, made by those brands. I have snapped 5 United frames, 2 United forks, 1 pair of United bars, a pair of Colt forks. I have a friend who snapped 2 Colt frames. I have another friend who snapped a premium frame, premium bars, and premium forks, all on the same trick at the same time. That brings me to another thing, warranty. Lifetime warranty, people. Buy lifetime warranty. If you're buying a bike and it doesn't have lifetime warranty, avoid it, because your parts are going to break, and if you can't afford to replace your whole bike or buy a whole new frame at once, then it's better just to take your bike apart, send the frame in for a week, and get a new one. Lifetime warranty is a must. Here's a list of manufacturers I'd avoid Here's a list of manufacturers I trust. Weight. The weight of your bike doesn't mean anything. People have been riding bikes, doing hop whips on bikes since the early 2000s when they weighed 40 pounds. The weight of your bike will not determine whether or not you can do something. Sure, having a 16-pound bike will make it easier to do hop whips than somebody on a 28-pound bike, but having a heavy bike won't be the differentiating factor that makes it so you can't land a trick. If you can do something on a light bike, you can do it on a heavy bike, and vice versa. It's about the skill of the rider, not the bike. You know, I've done tricks on complete Walmart bikes before. The bike doesn't matter. The skill does. The bike doesn't. I would strongly recommend anything made by Fiend. This is their first generation embryo frame. I got it when it first came out. It is very old and it's holding up fantastic. Fiend seat, Fiend pegs, Fiend forks, Fiend headset, Fiend bottom bracket, Fiend bars. Everything on my bike made by Fiend has held up amazing. Stolen Thermalite pedals, Odyssey sprocket, Cold Salvation tires that I don't like but they were given to me for free, BK grips that I don't like but they were given to me for free, E-Clap front hub, Primo mix in the back. I think that's an Odyssey rim. I don't know what rim this is. I don't know if I said that these were profile cranks yet. Don't know what kind of chain that is. I think it's a Colt. It's a bike at the end of the day. So in total, don't overthink it. Don't think too much about what kind of bike you buy, guys. As long as it has sealed bearings, has warranty, and isn't made entirely out of high tensile steel, like you have some chromoly parts, and it's from a reputable, respectable, legitimate brand, then you'll be okay. You know, your first bike, you're going to end up replacing all the parts on it anyways. I hope this video helped some of you guys out. If it did, let me know in the comments if you'd like to add, or if you disagree with me about something, leave a comment below, let me know. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, daily videos. Tell you what, if I land a hop whip first go, you gotta subscribe. Alright. Oh my god. Oh. Peace.